Hello, I already reviewed pretty lot of USB-C digital tunnel converters, but today I will talk about probably the most beautiful one, and as it often happens, it's built by DD HiFi. They always trying to create the gear that is built really superb and really stands out. So it's, well, relatively recently announced TC35B. They were going to release it before the Chinese New Year, but managed to release only a small batch, but now it's freely available on the market. It's built using ALC chipset and price is $40. What else specs are important? 30 milliwatts for 32 ohms load and supports highest resolution 384 kHz 32 bits, so Hi-Res is supported. That's all, let's have a closer look. Package is traditional for the DD HiFi, small wooden box inside of recycled cardboard sleeve. So minimalistic polygraphy, minimalistic design, but looks pretty attractive. Inside of this box, as usual, you will have some hay as a filler, silicone gel and paper with QR codes leading you to website and online stores. So accessory set is pretty minimalistic, and if they didn't put this plastic case, it could probably be called eco-friendly. But anyway, they try to reduce the amount of plastic used here. And here is adapter itself. You can see that it's built to be absolutely minimalistic and to be as small as possible. It's made of stainless steel, and it's noticeable that it's not regular aluminium, and it looks really attractive. So everything is fairly simple. So you plug it here to some USB-C port of some device that supports USB audio, and here you plug your in-ear monitors or headphones and you'll enjoy the music. They build this tiny device in a smart way, so when no headphones are connected, it's disconnect from your device in order not to drain battery. And also it supports headphones with talk controls, and with all that microphone buttons and all other related stuff is supported here too. So basically it's simple. Just plug it this way. Plug headphones. And here comes the music. So everything is pretty logical, pretty simple and pretty convenient. So built nicely, looks attractive, so that's typical DD HiFi in a nutshell. And of course about the sound, let's use the setup. I'm not sure is it right to call it with such a loud word, so let's use the setup that I've created previously. It's Noble Kaiser and Core, Kane N6 Mark II and DD HiFi TC35B. With one single exception, actually I installed the USB Audio Player Pro because it has a bit more volume steps. You will need to use software volume control because this tiny device is pretty powerful by default. So with Kane's built-in player, even with at the first step of volume, it's still pretty loud, and USB Audio Player Pro allows a bit more granularity, but still it's like few steps and it became pretty loud. I'm not sure, maybe there is some additional possibilities of volume control, but actually a bit more granularity would be a good plus. In terms of sound, it's really nice universal device. It's not trying to be crazy audiophiliac, so if you target it towards the maximum resolution, it's not your choice. If you target it to some colored representation, it's also not your choice. It's like, you know, balanced overall signature with clear and noticeable improvements over the regular smartphone dongles, but not trying to play at the field of iBus or DC01 or E1 DA digital to analog converters. So bass nice, natural with good resolution. It has normal depth, but not the greatest one, but pretty normal. So it's pretty tight and impactful. At the same time, it's not making accents like, let's say, iBus or DC02. I will mention few different models during the review, so there won't be a separate comparison part this time. I think I will mention just few models on the go during this sound part. So it's not making accents like DC02 or like X-Duo Link. It's more natural, and because of that you will have as much bass as it present in the record. At the same time, it has really good control, really nice texture representation, so it's more leaning toward the acoustic instruments, but for electronic music with some nice bassy headphones it will sound okay too. So, and as an example, I've got Pain of Salvation, their acoustic album Falling Home, and Holy Diver. Like, you know, it's really great when one great band covering another in the Unplugged tribute, so it's sounding really superb, and it has a pretty good bass line with some acoustic bass, and here you will have it in a really nice and natural way represented. Mids are normal in terms of resolution. It's not at the level of resolution of E1 DA or even DC01, maybe even a bit below the Meizu HiFi DAC Pro, but at the same time it offers a bit better weight distribution, so, and it's more forgiving for the quality of records. So if you know, like DC01 and E1 DA, it's like scalpel that slice your track and performs it as is. This one is a bit more focused on the macro dynamics, and it's sounding a bit more forgiving. So if your media library isn't filled with perfect audiophilic records, it could be a nice choice. So what else is important? Not trying to highlight emotions at the same time, so nice emotional records is required. Pretty good weight and feeling of instruments and voice. Imaginary stage is about average in width and a bit below average in depth, but depth layering is present as well as all three-dimensional effects. So, and as an example for the mid frequencies, I've got greatest voice in the history of heavy metal. It's Bruce Dickinson's solo work, and it's Tyranny of Soul. It's a great song if you like Iron Maiden, and even if you don't, just listen to this track, and it's slow intro and then this explosion with powerful vocal sounding superb, and this small adapter managed to represent this part in a pretty convincing way. And the treble is nice with good detalization, and it's pretty forward. It's not trying to hide them. Treble extension is above average, so even with treble with good in-ear monitors that have good treble extension, it will unveil their potential. So it's not trying to hide treble, so it's a good news and probably a bad news. But if you're treble sensitive, you need to select proper in-ear monitors, not the adapter itself. So nice resolution. Also, it's not the maximum, but still nice, natural, without additional coloration. So it's like the second name of this adapter. And as an example, I've got yet another metal classics. It's new Millenium by Dream Theater from Falling into Infinity, and in the introduction they've got pretty noticeable, I'm not sure, is it some bell or something like that, some percussion instrument, something ringing in the right ear, and this instrument is really well recorded and it's represented in a pretty natural way. So, to summarize everything once again, it's nice, natural, uncolored dongle with a good resolution. So, it's a noticeable step forward comparing with, let's say, regular smartphones, especially if you use some full-size headphones. It has noticeably more power. It has better depth layering, and it shows really good results in staging, and of course it has better control. If you need more colored representation, you can consider Xduo Link, or what was that name of Xduo adapter, or DC02. If you need more power and more focus on the micro detalization, it's Ibasso DC01 and E1 DA or Meizu DAC, while this one is somewhere in between, balancing between the maximum resolution and proper weight, and being a bit more forgiving to the quality of record, and at the same time it looks pretty stylish, and that's also pretty important. So it was DD HiFi TC35B, if I remember right. So thank you for listening, take care and have a nice day.